Station closest to the entrance. And the engineer gives the blast of the whistle.
All right, getting ready to board the train.
Please make sure they're placed to the middle of the row. And if that's not possible, make sure they're held or easily within your reach. And please refrain from eating, drinking, anything but water while you're on your railroad adventure.
Oh my God.
All right, looks like we're going to move.
There we go. As we start on our journey, we're going to wave goodbye to Linda and Tom. They're our station masters here at Firestone. And as we start on our journey, if you look down State Street to the left there, you're going to see the big red William B. Ford barn. That's where we take care and maintain our beautiful, hard-working horses. And right across the street from that is the loading dock for the Model Ts. That's quite the experience. You can take a ride on an authentic Model T anywhere from the years of 1914 to 1927. There, everybody's waiting to cross. Yeah, that's all good. Everybody's got to stay still and stay back. That's good. There, good job staying back, everybody. Good job. And now, if you look at the white farmhouse on your left, that's the birthplace of Henry Ford. He was born in that house on July 30th, 1863. The house was located only about 3 miles from here at what is now known to be the intersection of Ford Road and Greenfield. And if you peek down Main Street, you ladies might want to stop into Mrs. Cullen's millinery shop and see what's the latest fashion in hats. Or you might want to try the Wright Brothers cycle shop, where you can see how aviation began in the United States. Or take a ride in the Herschel's Film and Carousel. It turned 110 years old this year. Also, we have our custard stand. We have the best custard around. And if you look behind the white picket fence, that's Thomas Edison's Menlo Park complex. The large building is the Menlo Park Lab, and well over 1,000 patents were produced from that facility. The building is Sarah Jordan's boarding house. And in Sarah Jordan's boarding house, that's where the unmarried employees of the Menlo Park complex took their room and board. They were guaranteed a clean bed and a warm meal every day. Sarah Jordan's boarding house was the first house wired for electric lights. And for those of you that might be interested in, today is the World Series of Historic Baseball. These are the we're heading in our porches and parlor district, and at the next depot at Susquehanna Station, that gives you the easiest access to go check out the baseball game. All you have to do is walk up the hill and down the other side and you're in Walnut Grove. They're having playoff games now, and the grand finale, the big game, should be around 2:30. We're passing by the Ackley Covered Bridge. That was built in 1832. We acquired it from Southwest Pennsylvania. There we go. And as we pull into Susquehanna Station, please remain seated. The engineer is going to give a blast of the whistle, and I will let you know when it's safe to exit on the left-hand side. That was a successful 700-acre plantation from St. Mary's County in Maryland. They made a profitable living growing corn, wheat, and tobacco. And as we round the bend, now you're going to see the Ferris windmill. The Ferris windmill is the oldest windmill in the United States. It was built in the year 1640, and it came from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And then you're going to see the Daggett Farm. That's the smaller of our two working farms. That's a pre-revolutionary era farm. It was built in 1754 in Andover, Connecticut. It's always a pleasure to visit there and watch the ladies working in the home and in the garden. They will show you what life was back in the 1750s. And now you're looking at our newer paddock area. Once our beautiful hardworking horses get a couple of days off, they come here and take some R&R. It's very funny that their best friends back here are our wild turkeys. So usually where you see the horses, you'll see the wild turkeys with them, but I think the wild turkeys are watching baseball today because I haven't seen any yet. The beautiful engine that's pulling us today is the #1 Edison. That engine was rebuilt at the Ford Rouge plant by Henry Ford, and that engine weighs in at 20 tons. As we go around the corner, and you'll see wild turkeys and our Canadian geese buddies, and you can see rabbits, raccoons, chipmunks, you name it. It's all hiding back in here, so it's like fine Waldo. Keep looking in the woods and see what you can see. You have to be careful. Sometimes the deers jump the track right to the train. Walnut Grove, and that's where the excitement is today. That's where we're having our World Series of Historic Baseball today. This is the grand finale. when we approach the field, I would appreciate it if you would help me cheer on. Would everybody like to help me and say, huzzah, huzzah? That's what you say in old-fashioned baseball. So we're going to cheer them on and make sure that they're having fun and that we appreciate them. They're all a bunch of gentlemen. They always stop their game when we come by. At the count of 3, everybody say huzzah. 1, 2, 3.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah, they're playing baseball. I was sitting in the stands over there.
All right, we got to cheer the next team on as well. So let's see if we can even do a better job. So at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Huzzah!
The other people do it right.
All of these gentlemen are governed by the 1867 historic baseball rules. There's no spitting, there's no cussing, and there's no gloves. So you can imagine catching that high fly or the line drive with your bare hands. It's quite something to watch. And now if you look up the hill just past that stone gatehouse, you're going to see the Martha Mary Chapel. That's a very popular wedding venue. Henry Ford built that here in honor of his mother and his mother-in-law, Martha and Mary. And the green building you're looking at is the Taste of History. Taste of History is a delicious cafeteria-style restaurant